is it called when you get catfished? Not by someone's appearance, but by their dating app bio. A while ago, I went on a date with a guy who put in his bio that he was a surgeon. We meet up for coffee, I'm making small talk, so I'm like, what kind of surgery do you do? He goes, oh, I do surgery on rats. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Are you a vet or are you doing research in a lab or something? And he's like, oh no, I'm self-employed. And I'm like, oh, interesting. And he was like, yeah, I've just been doing rat lobotomies in my basement. I haven't quite figured out what I want to do with all these rat brains yet, so I'm just practicing until I figure it out.
Let me make one thing clear. If I wanted a man, I would have one, okay? People are like, oh my God, how are you still single? Cause I wanna be. Cause I wanna be. All right? I don't wanna love somebody until I love me. I ain't gonna give people the love that I should be giving to myself. And you should do the same too, cause you hurting people out here. You hurting people. I got hurt cause of that.
This flirting hack is slightly evil. If you're a girl in the house and you want to get noticed by your crush in a social type environment, try this juicy little hack. Never, ever, ever approach them from behind. Instead, position yourself a few rows up, talk to someone else, and pretend you're having an amazing time.
Put a finger down if a couple summers ago you planned a month-long trip to Europe and put like $2,000 non-refundable down on it, and you were so excited about it, and then your long-distance girlfriend at the time told you that she actually didn't want you to go because she wanted to come visit you instead during that time, and you were like, haha, but I already spent $2,000, and she was like, haha, I don't care, if you don't do it, then we're gonna break up, and you're like, haha, okay. So then you cancel the trip, and then you lose $2,000, and then you also have to pay $300 because she won't pay for her flight but says that she needs to come see you, so you had to pay for that too. And then a month before she was supposed to come, she actually tells you that she's been cheating on you your entire relationship and that she's not gonna come. And then also when you ask her for money for at least her flight back, she says no because you made the decision to do it on your own, and that's your fault.
Yep, this is me and my husband Cole as kids flirting all the way back in diaper days. My mom threw his baby shower and our parents were actually best friends in college. We went to each other's birthday parties, there I am at his, and here he is at mine helping me set up my very first playhouse. Throughout life, we would see each other at family gatherings, which leads us to way too many awkward photos like this one that we do not like. Yikes. Fast forward to college, my brother and Cole became best friends and college roomies. At the same time, I started a band and was looking for a bass player. Little did I know that was going to be Cole. We were way too nervous to cross that family friend line, but finally he asked me on a real date. The rest was history. We had so much fun, I really don't remember going from being best friends to falling in love, but we dated for a few years, and one random night, he surprised me with 2 tickets to New York City, where he finally proposed. We got married, and after 1 year of living in Utah, we decided to risk it all and follow our dreams to move to New York City. Fast forward 5 years to now, we launched an app together, traveled the world together, and shoot for some of the coolest brands in the world, and guess what? We're still in love.
Once upon a time, my childhood friend Allie on the left called me up and she was like, hey, I want to set you up on a blind date with my brother-in-law, Leif. And I was like, I'll probably be busy that day because I really did not want to go on a blind date. But then I stalked his Instagram and I was like, okay, I could probably get down with that. Just kidding, that's his little brother. That's him. So we ended up going on our first date. We went to a comedy club and then we got Chinese food and ate it in his backyard treehouse, which was actually very adorable. I wish I had more photos. We hit it off really well. He asked me on a second date and we started hanging out every single day, becoming best friends. Things were going so well until his ex-girlfriend came along and hit him with this text. And this was his reaction. I don't fault him for this because she had broken up with him only a few weeks before he met me and he was not planning on getting in a relationship fresh out of this. He just honestly wanted to go on a fun little blind date. So, like the cool, amazing, awesome girl I am, I said, you should go get closure with her, see if you want to still be with her or if you want to still continue hanging out with me. Then I got a call. This was about a week after we had that conversation and she sent him that text and he said, hey, can I come please pick you up so we can talk? And part 2.
People always ask me like, yo dog, why aren't you in a relationship? And I'm like, you already know. To be honest, I got my heart broken really badly a couple of years ago, and ever since then I've been so scared of getting hurt that I find myself gravitating towards short-term superficial flings with other emotionally unavailable people because it's easier to not allow myself to be vulnerable or open than risk getting my heart broken all over again.
I got catfish. Basically, I was messaging with this really cute guy, this point as hell guy that I met on a dating app, and I was so excited. He was really cool. We set up a date. I show up. I look so cute. I'm so ready to impress this young man, and he's not young. This man that showed up was 20 years older than the one I had been messaging with because it was his father. The guy had been using his son's pictures to pose as him to go on a date with me. and then tried to sit there and act like it was normal. And yes, I know I should have FaceTimed him first, but I wasn't thinking like that. I was excited because he was fine.